But stylistically, I think Davis is the easiest fight for me. But that's just that's my opinion.
How are you not sponsored by Haribo? Is that because you're a southpaw yourself, or
I don't know. I think I'm just a fake massive, really.
Dennis the Menace Mccann. How are you getting on, mate?
I'm all good, my friend. I'm in nightgown on a Sunday, relaxing.
You look like Hugh Hefner. Nice to see you, mate. Nice to see you. How's the family?
Yeah, all good, thank you, mate. All good. Same old, working hard. So we're doing the thing.
Genuinely, I see you as the best prospect to come from the UK in recent times. So you're 14-0 now, with 8 knockouts. Incredible fighter. Now, I've had a lot of people talk about you and talk about kind of what you might do and talk about your potential, especially being close to professional boxers face to face. So I was at an award ceremony just the other day with the British Boxing Board of Control. I was honoured to be the media there for them and speaking with Liam Davis. Now I know I'm not about this media crap, okay? And you know I'm not. I don't like the TikTok, YouTube crap. I'm not here for headlines, but it's out there already. So there's a video when I'm speaking to Liam, and he thought that your fight against Baluta, it probably just isn't going to go ahead. He feels that maybe this is a bit too soon for you.
Dennis Mccann, who's fighting Baluta, who I know you know very well. So do you feel that's a banana skin for Dennis Mccann?
It's a tough fight. Do you know my honest feeling? I got a feeling that the fight won't happen.
Okay.
That's what I think. You know when you have a gut feeling about something? It's a big risk. And like I say, I've been in there with Baluta. I believe Mccann can win, for sure. I hope he does come through it. Keeps our big fight alive. But I got a weird feeling that I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't happen.
Okay. Is that based on anything?
Just a lot of pressure on him, isn't there?
I just want to know what you thought about that.
I think he's talking ridiculous, isn't he? He's talking ridiculous. Honestly, I've got no words for that phrase, to be honest with you. I don't know why you'd say something like that. Maybe
I didn't really understand it myself. Yeah, because I thought, why would you not take it? Because I believe you're better than Baluta, if I'm being honest. I do. But I didn't understand what it was. I didn't know if it's a financial thing or a moral thing or...
God knows. Can't work it out myself.
Sure.
It's a strange one, not really.
I'm not sure. So, of course, you've got to...
Maybe my dull money for my fight campaign coming, yes.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure. Now, there are a couple of fantastic fighters. Well, actually, more than a couple of fantastic fighters in the domestic scene. I'm going to talk strictly about the domestic scene for now because, I know you think that you passed it. I know you think you passed it a long time ago.
I know,
there's not many people out there that disagree with you. Being honest, because you are a future, and I put me neck on the line here. I think you're as in a future kind of Hall of Famer. Does that make sense? I see you as really moving on to great things.
Yeah, if everything goes well.
You'll do it. Now, you've got the likes of Liam Davis, who's a fantastic guy. I've got so much love for him, and he's doing brilliant things. You've got absolutely Andrew Kane. Of course, he took the loss to Baluta, but still, good fighter. The likes of Shabazz Massoud, who was on the show last week, I believe, a good friend of mine. He's someone else who I feel is a very, very good fighter. Apart from yourself right now, okay, because I honestly think that you are top tier. Who else do you feel is kind of the best, let's say, other two fighters in the division domestically?
Very good question, that is, mate. Very, very good question. That is a very good question. Who would I say? Could I say Peter McGray, but he ain't proved nothing yet, so I can't say him really getting out of the
it doesn't matter though, does it? It's not just about, you've got to think of the long-term thing here, because he's a bit like you, because you're an incredible amateur. Peter, and he was an incredible amateur, so there's no reason why I can't pick him.
He could be up there, maybe. I don't know. I don't really know. I ain't seen much of him, but I've heard great things about him. Got to probably say Davis now, really.
And Davis too.
Yeah, probably got to say Davis. I think stylistically, I think Davis is the easiest fight for me, but that's just my opinion.
Okay.
I love him tall, big. My favorite thing.
Okay. Well, why is the reason you like him tall and big?
That sounds a bit wrong there, Dan. I'm not gonna lie to you, mate.
Listen, that did go through my head, mate. I was trying to keep it PC, like.
I beat a few of them in the amateurs, and I feel like I beat like even the Olympians who's like tall, long, rangy, similar. I feel like that style suits me. I like that. I know it sounds silly, or I can't tell if someone's southpaw or orthodox, so I just hit whatever I see. I hit a switch, a throw, a slip,
That's
a dodge.
interesting.
I just do whatever I got to do, just whatever I see, I hit. You know what I mean? It's weird. I can't. My coach asked me, he's southpaw, so do such a jab over his jab. I'm saying, which hand's that one? Is that hand? I got a point in my fingers. Is that a hand there? I don't have a clue.
Is that because you're a southpaw yourself, or
I
what's...
don't know. I'm thinking of myself fake massive, really.
Well, I mean, I'm glad you said it before me, but that's fine. So I've looked at the rankings a little bit earlier. So I think you're like ranked 12th in Britain, if I remember rightly. But what I was really surprised about is you rank 103rd in the world. I was like, that's generally at the lower weights. Now, don't get me wrong. I know there's a lot more like, Mexicans and Asian fighters and stuff like that. And I get that, but like, it's normal. You can normally move up the rankings quite fast when it comes to the lighter weight. So why are you 103?
Rankings? That's box rate rankings. Yeah. That don't mean nothing, does it really? But
it's point scoring, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's just point score. Box rate rankings don't really matter, but I think I'm top by WBC top 13, WBO top 11 in the world. So I don't really look at that stuff, mate. To be honest with you.
Yeah, it's weird. I saw it. I thought, it should be way higher than that at this stage. 14-0 as well. Doesn't make much sense to me.
I boxed a few good kids as well, haven't I? So.
Exactly. So up next, then you've got Ionut Baluta, who pulled off a fantastic win over Andrew Kane. I know Andrew Kane supposedly had a bad hand. I was there that night actually, and it was an impressive win. He certainly showed a lot of grit, and that's something that you can't take away from this kid. He's got cojones. Right. So from me and you talking now, listen, you've got Liam Davies, who whether you want to talk about his name or not, but still, he's still going to be a rival within the domestic scene for the time being. Yeah. So he's gone in there. He's beat Baluta. So in your head, you're thinking, right, I need to do a better job here. I need to go out there and stop him. I know the W is the most important thing, but it must be going through your mind.
You know what? I'm trying to get the win, but I always try and hurt everyone, to be fair with you. If you watch all my fights, I've had 14 fights. And with being young and having not given, it's a bad word, but such a young kid and then doing so much at such a young age, getting money, getting like so much fame so early. I know I'm nothing now, not yet, but I'm just saying. For instance, even in camps, you don't do everything 1,000%. I always train 1,000%, but your diets could be on point. I think fights are won and lost in the scales. But if you look at my fights, all 14 opponents I've wobbled and hurt them. I've had them gone. Just couldn't go for the gears where I've been eating too many packs of Haribo's. Agreed at the bastard. But,
hey, let's just put this down to it. How are you not sponsored by Haribo? Or are you?
No, I'm not sponsored by him yet. No.
You need to stop saying the name. You need to start calling it like gummy fruit until they start paying you. Because I swear to God, I reckon you amount of bags of sweets that you must sell, Haribo. You need to ask for a commission, mate.
No. It'd be handy, mate. It would be handy, wouldn't it?
As it was. Like Andy Ruiz with his Snickers.
Yeah, exactly.
Brilliant. Now, I know that you and Baluta have got some history. You've sparred together before. Now, I know you haven't said it, and you've always been a very respectful fighter, always. I remember you talking about, who was it? It was a fighter right at the start of your career who's a world champion that you went in there and you
Burnett, yeah.
That's it, yeah. That's what we spoke about last time. But you went in there with Baluta and wanting for a better word, I reckon you had to give him a bit of a pasting by the sounds of it. I know you haven't said that, but you're saying in other interviews he's made, he knows who his daddy is and that kind of thing. So, and I get it, and I get you being respectful, but does that give you a little bit of confidence, the fact that you clearly done so well in sparring against him?
Yeah. But sparring doesn't mean nothing though, really. I feel like it's all in the night. I feel like it's just all in that one big night. And there's no way he's training as hard as me and he's as hungry as me, because I'll die in that ring before I lose. I'm boxing since I'm 4 years of age, but I put my whole life, put my eggs in one basket. I left school at 9-10-year-olds to fight, so to be a boxer. So he's got no chance in my opinion. That's a God's honest truth. But other people are saying different, aren't they? I've heard a few things. But I think I'm going to take him out. I really do think I'm going to take him out. I feel like I'm strong. I'm getting stronger. You got to remember, all these guys are staying the same size. since my last fight 6 months ago, 6 months ago, I've developed even bigger again and stronger again. I'm sparring super featherweights in the gym, and
but you were back then, though, Dennis. You were 2 years ago. You were sparring with like welterweights and giving them a hard time. So I know your path. For me, this is quite strange. Actually, you said this to me because obviously I've followed you from the very beginning. I've noticed a significant difference in you. There's been 2 other fighters that I've noticed a similar difference in. Gavin Gwynn, the British and Commonwealth champion. Since because he of course lost to Joe Cordina. Joe Cordina. But that he just didn't look the same fighter. He didn't look as mean. He didn't look as I'm not saying manly, but he just didn't have that menace about him. Same with my very good friend Nathan Heaney. He used to start his career. He was like a young boy, exactly like you when we first spoke, because you were a young boy. Do you know what I mean? You didn't have that man strength. But just I can tell by the look at your face. I know it sounds a bit mad, but I can see that your jaw's squaring up a bit more. You're looking a bit more menacing. I know that's pretty good, that menacing, actually. But you are. Do you know what I mean? You can see you growing. And I saw you on the bag a bit earlier on, where you were clearly just hitting it just to, get your engine going. I bet you hit that bag like that for a long time. And you could just see your back and your legs were just so much bigger. Do you know what I mean? So can you see yourself moving up? Because I know you said before you want to be a winner world title and then move up through the weights. Is that more and more reality?
Yeah, because I'm only 22 and so I'm developing and getting stronger and stronger. Every couple of months is making a big difference and bigger, and I can feel the difference. But I do think I'll be a lot bigger than super bantamweight. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now, obviously, you're 22. We did have a bit of a promise 2 years ago that in 3 years' time you'd be a world champion. So you've still got time yet, but we've got a promise between us. It might well be real. Listen, I'm going to send you something special if you do that.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to, because that'll be a hell of a story.
It'll be 12 months, I reckon.
Yeah.
12 months. But I'm just going to look past Baluta, got my eye on the ball. I don't want to hear about Liam Davis, these guys here, because I've got a job to do on August the 18th. And he's got a job to do as well. And I wish him the best. And I wish him all the best. And the help of God's the fight that could happen next. And it'd be nice. It'd be lovely.
Yeah.
I'm going to do him in big time.